Talking about Chicago Sky coach sends strong Angel Reese message after loss to Indiana Fever, right? So let's read what it says here. Chicago's loss to the Fever forced them.
And the Chicago Sky. Now, I've said I'm always going to be fair on this channel. Angel Reese is playing much better. All right, she is. I don't want to act like, look, it's one thing for a couple of games. When you start
5 on the season, they were finally gaining traction, winning back-to-back games against the Dallas Wings before they faced off against the Fever. After the loss to Indiana, Chicago Sky head coach Tyler Marsh
of your game looking a lot different, there's a chance she has changed her game for the better. And I think it's because of shot selection. All right? Now,
Angel Reese fans are losing it and demanding Tyler Marsh's head. But is the Chicago Sky's coach really the problem, or are we missing the bigger picture about Reese's game? Stick around as we uncover why Marsh is under fire and whether Reese's struggles deserve this level of fan outrage. Fans are absolutely lighting up social media over Tyler Marsh, from tweets calling him completely clueless to comments like, "Angel Reese deserves better than this." The outrage is loud and relentless. One frustrated fan wrote, "How do you have Reese and still get blown out? Marsh is not it." Another chimed in, "This isn't coaching, this is a disaster. Clearly the pitchforks are out, but is the coach really the one holding Reese back?" Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video. A closer look tells a different story. Yes, the Chicago Sky's performance against the Lynx was embarrassing, but blaming Marsh for everything oversimplifies the issue. Take that game, for instance. Sure, the team showed little energy or effort, but Reese wasn't exactly dominating. She finished with solid numbers in rebounds, but her shooting was inefficient, and the turnovers, costly. Marsh's game plan didn't help either.
Finishing the game against the Fever with 4 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists. Marsh mentioned that he doesn't believe Reese struggled to make an impact against the Fever despite shooting 28.6% from the field.
And by the way, a byproduct that's been lost in all this is the fact that Cardoso, who I think is the true star on this team, that this team won't allow to shine, was gone. All right, playing in that.
Are we serious right now, man? Are we serious? Let's just continue, man. The Sky coach explained that the team needs to be better for Angel Reese, looking to help the Chicago forward succeed with the weapons around her.
I don't know, Euro tournament or whatever it was for her country, all right? Dantas of the Indiana Fever played in that, on the same team, in fact, for Brazil. And so Angel got fed while she was gone.
As adjustments to contain the Lynx's outside shooting just never happened. 3 after 3, nothing changed defensively. But even the best strategy can't work if players aren't executing on the floor. So was it really all on him, or is there a bigger problem? You also have to remember what Marsh is working with. Compared to other WNBA coaches, his roster depth is thin. Teams like the Aces or Liberty have the tools to make mid-game adjustments. With Chicago, Marsh needs Reese and others to carry almost everything. Still, some of his tactics seem off. In their most recent loss, putting Reese in isolation late in the third quarter with 2 defenders collapsing on her, it didn't make sense. Other matchups might have worked better, but they never happened. And Reese herself, she's facing defenses that are treating her like a top-tier star. Coaches are doubling her near the paint and daring her to shoot from outside, exposing the holes in her offensive game. It's not like Caitlin Clark, who gets space because of her deadly shooting from the perimeter. With Reese, defenders know her tendencies, and they're forcing her into uncomfortable spots. Maybe Marsh isn't the ideal coach, but is it fair to ignore the growing pains Reese is showing too? All this might not be a simple case of disrespect. It could just be a team struggling through a tough rebuilding phase. Angel Reese isn't just a player anymore. She's a brand. Her face is on the cover of a video game, her social media following is massive, and she's already being treated as one of the biggest stars in basketball. But while fans stand by her, calling out disrespect from all corners,
the man stated, "I don't think Angel struggled tonight. I think we struggled as a team," Marsh said. "It's not about Angel being better for us. It's us being better for Angel."
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, yeah, maybe he can't coach, but the girl that y'all claim is so great hasn't been great until the last 7 or 8 games, truly.
I can't blame Chicago Sky's struggle all on Tyler Marsh. I see the fans turning against him. I see the fans talking trash about him, all that good stuff. I can't necessarily blame.
Outside of a sporadic good game about every 6th or 7th game prior, an outlier game where she actually threw up above 50%, the things that a power forward should do.
Her on-court reality doesn't totally match this larger-than-life image. Let's really break it down. Is Angel Reese the powerhouse her hype suggests, or are her numbers and highlights painting an incomplete picture? One of the biggest criticisms is her shooting form. During games, defenders often sag off, almost daring her to shoot, and most of the time, the gamble works. Her outside shots aren't just inconsistent, they're hesitant and awkward. One observer even described her shot as having an arc that looks like it's trying to find a Wi-Fi signal before landing 3 feet short. If defenders aren't pressuring her outside the paint, that says a lot about how her offensive threat is perceived. Then there's the question of her turnovers. Wild passes and poorly thought out plays happen too often. It's not just bad luck. Some of her attempts are head scratchers. Wild no-look heaves to ghosts, and full spin missile to someone who's clearly on the bench were real things happening in recent games. These decisions hurt her credibility as a centerpiece that can lead a team offensively.
On the coach, all on the coach, at least. The players aren't performing. They aren't performing, man. They're shooting abysmal from the 3. They're not taking care of the ball.
Now that she's eating, y'all want Tyler Marsh fired. But what if he's the reason she's eating now? It's his development of her. Now you want Tyler Marsh fired? You may want to think about that.
It's crazy to me that not only Angel Reese's fan base looks to blame everybody else except Angel Reese for her play, but even the coach, the head coach, looks to blame everybody else.
It's wild because y'all don't have a lot of talent on that team. Y'all aren't going to win a bunch of games right now. You're not. All right? It's not like the Fever that's got, 7 legit.
And let's not forget the conversation around stat padding. Reese's numbers can look great on paper. Lots of rebounds, plenty of hustle plays, but many of these come during blowouts when the game's essentially lost. Playing extended minutes might inflate her stats, but it also fuels the perception that it's more about showcasing her numbers than helping the team win. One critic even said she plays marathon minutes that lack real offensive rhythm or leadership. Meanwhile, compare her to someone like Caitlin Clark. Defenders fight through every screen and swarm her, showing total respect for her offensive skills. Angel, defenses play her far softer, banking on her inefficiencies instead. Maybe this isn't disrespect, it's just reality catching up to the hype. At the end of the day, pointing fingers at Tyler Marsh or Angel Reese misses the bigger picture. This isn't just about coaching missteps or Reese's rough patches, it's about growth. The Chicago Sky is rebuilding, and Reese is still figuring out her game against WNBA-level competition. As their coach put it, it's not about Angel being better for us. It's us being better for Angel. That says it all. This process is bigger than one player or one coach. So WNBA fans, let's pump the brakes and focus on what it'll take for both to unlock their potential. What do you think? Overreaction or fair criticism? Leave your thoughts below.